Hello there. I am your host and art teacher, Joshua Palmer. I've travelled 3 days to get here. Cuddle Pie Land, the place of happiness. Though strangely, it doesn't seem all too happy. I'm meeting the gumdrops at the fountain. Maybe they'll know what's up. Hello, gumdrops. What's up?
Yay! Joshua is here.
Joshua, we need you to help.
There's a big scary monster sitting on the rooftop over there.
We think he ate our friend Jerry.
Can you tell him to go away?
Because we just want to be happy.
Yeah.
He looks sad. I'll go talk to him.
Yay!
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 Go Joshua!
Cool! Yay!
Good evening, Mr. Monster. I'm Joshua Palmer. I'm an artist.
Have you come to try and make me happy?
Isn't that what you need?
Grrr.
I tell you what, I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to draw a picture of you. So, don't move. Just stay right there, will ya? Do you know what time it is? We've got our sketchbook ready. Now we just need a pencil, and that's all we're gonna need. Simple, I reckon. Now, we're gonna draw a picture of this monster guy sitting on the roof, and hopefully somehow, some way, it's gonna cheer him up. But, yeah, we'll see. We can start with an interesting bunch of shapes, okay? So the first one is this, kind of like a bit angular. This is gonna be the roof that he's sitting on. Cool, getting that perspective there. So this is the edge of the roof. And this is gonna be the chimney that he's sitting next to. It sort of comes around like this. It has a bit of a bend to it, so I want to make it sort of stylistic. We're just being a bit light with the pencil for now. We're not pressing too hard, because later on we're going to come over this and do more detail. But this gives us a way to be a bit more rough with our shapes, you know, while we're still making decisions about what it's all going to look like. Yeah. My chimney's kind of wonky. Cool, eh? And it has these two chimney bits at the top. Here, one there, like this. It's two shapes there, like this. And here's another one on this side. Cool, awesome. So that's the rooftop the monster's going to be sitting on. Now we want to bring in the monster. He's got an interesting shape. He's kind of like a blob like this. Right? Make a little twirly thing here. So remember, we're just doing the shapes for now. We're going to bring in the detail a bit later. And then this can be like a placeholder for his leg. This curly shape here. So this is his leg, and now this is going to be his foot. Circle there. And now we're just going to do one on the other side, which is his left leg over here. Ooh, we're getting quite shapy. All right, now this is going to be his arm, his right arm. And it's just gonna sort of just plonk on the roof here. And then this is gonna be where his left arm is. And it's gonna be hidden behind his foot, so you're not really gonna see it. Cool. All right, I think we are gonna add some detail now. This is the fun part. So we'll start with the roof. This is like the ridge of the roof that he's sitting on. So it goes along like this. And at the end here, it kind of ends. It has a little curl, so it makes it sort of 3D. Maybe one on the other side like this. Then underneath the ridge, we've got like the tiles of the roof. And they are little flappy bits like this. Bum 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 flappy flappy. So you do two like that, and then you do one in the middle. And this is generally the layout of these tiles. So then we just keep like doing that same pattern all along. And it doesn't need to be perfect. Obviously, I'm not making mine look perfect. And that one just finishes there. But yeah, you get the idea. Tiles and tiles and tiles. Do you ever feel like sometimes all you do is draw tiles? You know, nothing else, just tiles. Doing little bits of drawing like this in your drawings, it does take patience because it can be quite repetitive. You just gotta, you know, relax and draw tiles. Yep, almost there, I think. And one in here. Cool. Now I'm gonna do some bricks on the chimney. I like these weird squiggly bricks, like little bits of lollies on the chimney. And I'm not pressing too hard just yet. Brick over here, brick over here, brick over here. It's looking cool, it's looking cool. And now I think, you know what? We're gonna add some detail to the monster. So he has these horns, eh? He has these horns, one coming up here. And they have like little stripes on them. And still, don't press too hard. If you have an eraser with you, it's easier to erase it, obviously, because you haven't pressed too hard. But if you press too hard, it's gonna be hard to rub out. Alright, so we got our two horns. And you know what? This monster, he's kind of sad, eh? So we're gonna make him look really sad. Just his mouth just like, And then his eyes like, You know, really sad. And then he has this like spiky sort of texture collar. I'm gonna come back and shade this a bit later. And then he has like a swirly one underneath it. And then these interesting spots. He's kind of like an Easter egg. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna draw his feet. He has 4 toes on each foot, which is not very much like us. I think we've got a bit more than 4 toes on our feet. Well, last I checked anyway. 1 toe, 2 toe, 3 toe, and 4 toe. Nice. And then this little bibby underfoot thing. Like that. And then now we're gonna go and do the other foot. 1 toe, 2 toe, 3 toe, 4 toe. Nice. And of course do the same thing as we did for the other foot. Little bibby thing. Cool. So it's looking a little bit messy at the moment because I haven't come back over with shading and darker lines, but I will, and when I do, it's gonna look cool. So we're just gonna do his hands now. Well, his arms and his hands. Come down over here. See if I can see what I'm doing. It's a bit messy at the moment. So this is his thumb, and then this is his fingers. He's got 3 fingers and 1 thumb. Like this. And then it comes back up. And one on the other side. Well, we can't see because it's hidden behind his foot. And then just making that line there. Alright, so if you've gotten this far, it's time to bring in some darker lines so we can actually see the monster properly. Here it goes. So we're just gonna like start kind of shading around the edges like this. When you're roughly sketching with a pencil, you do a lot of lines, but then later on you can come back over it with darker lines to make your decision final on which lines you're actually going to use. Cool. So we're not going to shade just yet, we're just getting the lines solidified. Hello, Foot. We meet again after all this time. Me and Foot. Yes. Foot. Alright, cool, that's definitely our monster. And because he's going to be the main point of the picture, we do want to try and make him stand out from the background. So maybe we'll just do the dark lines just around him, and we'll do shading on everything else a bit later. But let's do some shading on him. So start with his eyes. His eyes are dark, like this. Shade in his eyes, now we can really see them. And his horns, he has these white sort of flecks on them, like this. So then we'll just shade around those so we can see the white flecks. You see, like that. This one too. Now his mouth. Just gonna shade around that, make that a bit darker. It's looking cool. And then his marks around his furry neck. He has these patterns on his neck here. And then his spots here. Have you ever had a friend that was sad before? Have you ever drawn a picture for one of your sad friends, hoping it might cheer them up? Alright, and now his spots on the bottom of his feet. Cool, it's looking cool. And now we're just going to start bringing in like fur detail on him. And as we do this, it's going to be shading also. So we just think about like where his shadows are. So the light is coming sort of directly at him. So then you're probably just going to get some shading on the sides of him. Like this. You always think about which direction your light is coming from. Just sort of like shading around the edges. And what it's doing is it's sort of making him look more 3D, isn't it? A 3D. You do around his foot. Hello again, Foot. And now we're going to do some like fur, which is like this. You don't need to do it everywhere, just in certain places. Cool. All right. And now we can do some cool shading on the background. So I'm going to turn my pencil on the side like this and just start sort of shading gently. He's casting a shadow into the background. Just want to gently shade around those lolly bricks on the chimney, like this. This is always the fun part, where you get to shade it and make it stand out. And because I want him to be the main focus of the picture, I'm not going to make these lines as dark as the lines that are on the monster. You see how it's making him really stand out from the chimney? A bit of shading on the bricks, or the lollies I should say. And this part of the chimney is sort of on a different angle than this part, so I'm just going to shade all of this because it's in the shadow like that, see? And also like this part of the chimney is on the same angle as this part of the roof, so I'm just going to shade that too like this. Wee! Scribble, 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 scribble. Do 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 do. And now a shadow underneath him, the monster. Dun 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 dun. And now I'm going to shade the roof and all those little tiles like this. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. You have to be a bit carefree and loose with this, so you can have fun. Just doing like a shadow underneath the tiles, as you can see, just sort of lifting them up from the roof. Blah, 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 blah. Have you seen tiles like this before on somebody's roof? Whenever I see them, I just want to climb up on top of the house and slide down the roof. But I don't tell anyone that, apart from you guys. Alright, cool. Mr. Monster's having fun there. So now something stylistic we can do is actually add in a sky. Some cool clouds. They're kind of like swirly things in the background here. These are just the shapes. See that? And then I do shape like that. I love drawing clouds. They're one of the funnest things to draw. And now we're going to shade the night sky. Make this look a bit darker. And press a bit harder. We're going to shade the clouds soon, but right now we're just trying to get in that dark sky. Ooh, got to shade around the chimney bits. Gets a bit tricky, eh, when you got to not scribble all over other things. Yeah. Now that we have a background, I want to separate the monster and the roof from the background. And I'm going to do it the same way I did it with the monster, is by giving him a stronger outline. So now it doesn't blend in as much as it was before, because I'm going around the outline of this chimney and also the roof, just along there. Cool, now we can see that they are separated. Alright, so I'm just going to shade the clouds gently in these little swirly details in the middle here. And then sort of gently on the edges. Bit behind the roof. Like that. And just some finishing touches I think I might add. Just along here I want to put like a ridge for those tile bits, and on the opposite side. And then like draw some like wood texture like this. Just so we know that's the roof. Wood has these swirly little things in it. And now I might just do a little bit of shading on the bricks on the chimney, just underneath them, like this. Those little final finishing touches. Sometimes they can take ages to do, because they are like the last 20% of your drawing, where you just spend ages chipping away. Shading underneath these chimney bits. Chimney bits, what am I talking about? They're like chimney pipes, and they're kind of shiny, so I just want to like put this reflection on them like this. Shing! Like it's reflecting some of the night sky in the corner there. Might draw some houses just down in the background here, just like rough shapes. So there's the chimney of another house. The houses around in this town are kind of strange looking. Give me one down here. And the chimney. Do a bit of shading on it. windows, don't they? Like this. And of course, when you have finished your drawing, when you're happy with it, I think this is good, you sign it. So I'm gonna say, Joshua Palmer down in the corner here. Boom, done, official. All right, let's see if the monster likes what I've drawn here.
Hey, so I finished my drawing of you. Can I show it to you? And then I'll be gone. I won't come back, I promise. So, see?
Is that me?
Yes. Yes, it is. And, I noticed you were sad, so I drew you that way.
I love this drawing. I think it's making me feel happy.
Is it because I drew you sad?
Yes. And that makes me feel like you understand me. Can you be my friend?
Sure. What would you like me as your friend to do for you?
Just be with me.
Okay. Ooh. Mr. Monster? Where did he go?
Jerry's back! Yay, Jerry's back! Yay! Welcome back, Jerry! Hello, Joshua. Thanks for being with me when I was sad. I'm happy now.
Jerry! Hey everyone! If you thought that was pretty cool, then make sure you smash that like button and click that subscribe button so everybody in the world can know how cool Painty is. Cool!